Welcome to your Science News Update for February 7th, 2026. We have got some absolutely incredible stories for you today. Everything from literally rewriting the rules of chemistry to major leaps in medicine and, yes, a dramatic return to deep space.
All right, so here's what we've got on deck. We're going to kick things off with some fundamental science, then we'll move into breakthroughs affecting our global health and environment, and we'll wrap it all up with the next giant leap in space.
First up, let's dive into fundamental science frontiers. And we're starting with two stories that are really challenging what we thought we knew about the basic building blocks of our universe.
So this is a big one. After a fantastic 25-year run of completely rewriting our understanding of the early universe, the Relativistic Heavy Ion Collider at Brookhaven National Lab, well, it officially conducted its final particle collisions today. It's truly the end of an era.
But, when one door closes, another one opens. The end of RHIC's mission is actually paving the way for the next-generation electron-ion collider. Think about it this way. RHIC's job was to create the universe's primordial soup. The new EIC, though, is going to be more like a super-powered microscope to see what's inside the very protons and neutrons that make up, well, everything.
Now, for an entire century, chemists have had to play by a very specific rule. It's a fundamental principle called Bredt's rule.
Well, guess what? In a massive breakthrough, chemists at UCLA have just shattered that rule. They have successfully created molecules that were thought to be completely impossible. So what does this actually mean? It means scientists can now create these incredibly twisted and strained molecules that just weren't supposed to exist. And this isn't just some chemistry curiosity. This unlocks a whole new toolbox for designing complex 3D molecules, which could be an absolute game changer for developing new pharmaceuticals.
Okay, so from the incredibly tiny world of molecules, let's zoom out and look at some discoveries that have a huge impact on our planet and our own health. You know how sometimes fixing one problem accidentally creates a new one? Well, a new study has revealed that the chemicals we use to replace the ones damaging the ozone layer are now raining back down on us as a persistent, forever chemical. And the scale is just mind-boggling. We're talking about more than 335,000 tons of it. This stuff, TFA, comes from things like air conditioners and refrigeration. And here's the kicker. It's a forever chemical for a reason. It just doesn't break down. It's building up in our water, our soil, and everywhere in between. And the levels are still on the rise.
Shifting over to medical news, scientists have found a previously unknown enzyme that basically acts as a master switch for producing fat in the body.
Basically, our bodies have a natural brake to stop making too much fat. This enzyme, SCOR2, comes along and just takes the brake off. When they blocked this enzyme in mice, the results were pretty stunning. They stopped weight gain, lowered bad cholesterol, and even prevented liver damage, all while the mice were on a high-fat diet.
A discovery like this could lead to a whole new class of drugs for treating things like obesity and metabolic diseases. It's exactly these kinds of breakthroughs we'll keep tracking for you. And if you want to stay on top of these incredible updates, please go ahead and hit like and subscribe.
And staying on the topic of health, researchers in Australia have developed a really promising new way to fight those deadly, drug-resistant bacteria we hear so much about.
So the key here is a unique sugar molecule that only exists on the surface of these dangerous bacteria. And importantly, not on our own human cells. So researchers created a custom antibody that acts like a heat-seeking missile for this sugar. It flags the superbugs and tells our own immune system to attack. In tests on mice, it successfully cleared up lethal infections, which offers powerful new hope against some of the worst hospital-acquired infections out there.
All right, and for our final section, let's look up to the stars. There are two critical human spaceflight missions making headlines right now. Down at Kennedy Space Center, the gigantic Space Launch System rocket for the Artemis 2 mission is in its final preparations to roll out to the launch pad. This is a truly historic moment. It's going to be the first time in over 50 years that astronauts will fly to the moon.
And at the same time, the SpaceX Crew 12 mission is being fast-tracked to provide some urgent support to the International Space Station, which is currently understaffed. This has created a really delicate and complex dance of launch schedules down on Florida's Space Coast.
From the smallest particles to the vastness of space, that's your science news for today. We will be back with another update in 24 hours.